Ron is going to help me in this. We're going to just kind of go through a practical use of how we use the product. The first thing is breaking the ampule. One is, you notice that there are little, do you have these little plastic discs that come in the box? Yes. Okay. Do they say Kington Life Plasma? Yes. That was nice. I don't think I ever saw one yet, but that's great. But of course you use that disc to break the ampule, okay? But you don't have to use that disc. You can use, you want to get there, huh? Yeah. You can use the tissue, and I shouldn't say this, but I am. None of us use anything to do it, okay? You just get used to it. I don't know why. There's some people who can just snap it with one hand. I haven't developed that one yet. But you do have to be careful when you use this. It is glass. And some people, if you're maybe teaching children or something, it's not unusual if you want to be ultra super incredibly careful, to break it and put it in a glass. And make sure, okay, there's no extra glass in it, and then use it from there. Okay, it's one way to go. But Ron's going to show you how to break it, how he holds one tip slightly down and breaks the tip. But not with your fingers, with the tissue. Hold it down, please. Yeah. Yeah. Now, at this point, this has a lot of potential just like this. Ron's going to show you that if you turn it upside down, the water doesn't, the life plasma doesn't come out. This is good. Now he's going to show you, by holding it upside down, how we can make it come out in a very controlled fashion. Okay? This is an automatic dispenser of Kington Life Plasma. Now, you have your tissue still? Very good. At this time, American mothers, and this is American mothers, all who are introduced to Kington Life Plasma, this is the perfect time, not just for their children, but for themselves and for us. I do this every day. Ron does this every day. To use this for hygiene. Now, we didn't even talk really about hygiene, but hygiene is one of the undiscovered sources of problems in health, because you have mucosal terrain, not just internal terrain, but the mucosal terrain. The mucosal terrain, for instance, when mucosal terrain is corrupted, this is when you are more subjected to colds and allergies and influenza. You must have a restored mucosal terrain. And nothing restores your mucosal terrain better than Kington Life Plasma. So Ron is going to show you how in the morning he might get up and just, okay, he's going to do a nasal. He's going to use this for nasal hygiene. He will inhale this into each nostril. It will get deep into his sinuses. And those of you who have sinusitis or rhinitis, it won't last long by doing this, okay? Now, Ron can also at this time, if he has dry eye or eye issues, he can put this directly in the eye, okay? Okay? And it is a wonderful, do this before you go to bed. You will just love it. Just leave it in there. Go to sleep and just leave it. It's just very beautiful. Now, you want to be careful that you do not have, of course, you do not have like makeup that it's going to put in your eye. I mean, you figured this out. You can do the same thing. I went swimming at the pool yesterday, and some kind of weird thing happened in my ear that caused me not to like hear as clearly. Something was obstructing or damaged or something. I don't know what I did. But before I took a shower, I put this in the ear, and by the time I was shaving, it was gone. So I enjoyed the benefit of this yesterday in my ear. Now, then, after the mother does this with herself and her children, look, you have most of the plasma still left. You'll need a little bit for hygiene. And then you can drink the rest of this. This is your morning, 15 minutes before you eat, oral use of Kington Life Plasma. Now, you may procure on your own. I know that Elkin is going to help you with this because, getting products in is literally, in countries to countries, is an insane, you have to be insane to even think about doing it because the restrictions are so ridiculous now. But you can take little glass bottles that Kington is that Elkin is going to help you procure like this. And you can, instead of using it direct from the ampule, you can put this product, these ampules, break it into a little dispenser like this. These are available all over the world. And you can spray them in your nose and your child's nose. And you can spray them in your eyes or spray it on your skin. It is magnificent. Many women tell us that it is magnificent. Before they go to bed, they spray their face with isotonic, okay? And they discover new things. And I also know you have to be really interested in kind of cosmetic things, which I don't have time for. But I do know that it is common in France and Spain to spray this in the hair by hairstylists to achieve some special effect, okay? And also, it is very interesting, I find it interesting, for some people that by spraying the hair and the scalp with this and just letting it dry, it changes the quality of your hair. It does some kind of restoration. So explore all these neat applications because you will discover some very new things.